that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And very well-refined attack in this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. And it's Valanciunas into the pivot spot, manning the middle. McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. Great D that time from Green. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Here's the natural, defended by Jones. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's New Orleans. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, thank you, David. Count that bucket.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
There's the drive. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number. In terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
One shot.
That free throw good from D'Angelo. And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry deciding where to go with it. D'Angelo, the pass to Green. Here's the natural. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Wiggins is shooting it with confidence. Man, he's a threat to put up some big numbers.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State basketball.
McCollum against Curry. Pass to D'Angelo.
Right here.
Green breaking loose. The natural shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Clippers.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Yeah, and going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive the second time.
And you got to love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this.
Pelicans trail by 4. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Wiggins outside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Ingram. Back to Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Green. Warriors with the rebound. Here's the natural. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. And the pass to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Against Stephen Curry. And the way C.J. McCollum can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum is one of the best in the league at it.
Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to D'Angelo. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Wiggins from outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Ingram kicks to McCollum. Back to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Jones. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jones has got 9 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. To this game, perfect from the field.
Green, the pass to Curry. Here's to Angelo. Green breaking loose. And the natural gets it to go. 11 points for the natural.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Curry with the steal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. Pass to Ingram. Ty4 shot. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pelicans trail by 8. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst, because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he can communicate that quite well.
McCollum dishes to Ingram. Jones, no one around him. And the Pelicans miss again. Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that that can improve their game, so why not take it from one of the best in the business?
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Count it.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Higgins outside, passes it to D'Angelo. Golden State moving it around. Green breaking loose. It's stolen by Jones, and the Natural's going to pick up the foul. Pelicans trail by 10. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green play in the forward spots. Stephen Curry's out there with the natural, and it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Both free throws good for Ingram. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
First personal foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Defensive mindset tonight was huge. He was a real pest coming up with all those steals and had great activity.
Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas moving very well right there, able to slip by the defender, get a little contact. That's not enough. He still gets the finish.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Clippers was phenomenal. He scored an amazing number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that has no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Greg, when the postseason rolls around, the officials tend to let more go, more contact, more aggressive play. Is that the right approach?
Kevin, I think it is the right approach. And I'm a fan of letting the players play and blow the whistle when there's clearly an advantage created by either the offense or defense.
I'm taking a look at the Pelicans. Lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help.
By 9. Wiggins passes to D'Angelo. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Ingram outside. Back to McCollum. Takes it inside. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
D'Angelo, and Jones sends it back, and he gets it back. Offensive rebound, and another shot, and another basket for Golden State.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Valanciunas inside. Guarded by Green. Williamson trying to free himself up. No good from Valanciunas. Here's Curry. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Curry's got 9 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ingram passes to Jones. From 10 feet out. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's the natural, defended by Jones. The natural shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Warriors leading by 12. D'Angelo, the pass to Green. Here's the natural, defended by Jones. And the natural gets it to go. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
Higher floor and make a play.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. Here's... So it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field.
59. Fans, give it up for your Warriors youth. Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, locking down the middle. And the natural gets it to go. The natural's got 24.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is a great play. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
13 feet away. Green with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wiggins passes to D'Angelo. And here is Curry. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's the natural. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's D'Angelo. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. New Orleans gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Jones looking for an opening. Valanciunas dishes to McCollum. Green with the block. Jones has got room. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And finally they hit one. Valanciunas has got 10 points in the game.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Here's Green. Green breaking loose. And he banks in the lane.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets to the corner and buries it. And that's 15 points for C.J. McCollum. Curry passes to D'Angelo. Stolen by McCollum. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Jones. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wiggins against Ingram. Wiggins passes to D'Angelo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8-pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Both free throws good from D'Angelo. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. They get it back. No good from Valanciunas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ingram against Green. D'Angelo, the pass to Curry, and the shot goes down. 11 points in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The pass to Williamson. Valanciunas inside, working on Green.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a ball there.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Ingram. Wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
Here's the natural. 30 points in the game. Green breaking loose, and it goes down 2 points. The natural's got 10 points in just the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth, and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And Stephen Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Williamson finds Hernan Gomez. And here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Williamson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williamson's got 6.
Yeah, Zion bringing it right there, crashing the glass, and relentless energy to get the ball.
Here's the natural, defended by Jones. Wiggins with the bounce pass. And there's a foul on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Here's the natural. He's got 34. He kicks it to Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. From past the arc. And the Pelicans get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Chalk up 2 there. He's got 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Down low, here's Hernan Gomez, and it's good, 2 points. Hernan Gomez has got 7.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Pass to D'Angelo, over Jones. The natural shot is off. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. McCollum, Green with the rebound. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there. And then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. Winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain. So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
Thompson passes to D'Angelo. To the middle. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Alvarado. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Passes it to D'Angelo. Golden State moving it around. Near the three-point line, it's Poole with nobody on him. Here is the jumper. Poole's got 6.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for New Orleans. The pass to Looney. Here's the natural. Kuminga the pass to D'Angelo. Bucket is good. And that's 36 points for the natural.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force and finishing through contact.
And the natural gets it to go. The natural's got 38 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Knocked away. Pull-up jumper. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with the natural. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Peyton in at the three. The small forward. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Three-pointer, Daniels. They get the rebound. The Warriors shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Some contact there, but no whistle. Didn't matter. Dante stays focused.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Lewis passes to Marshall. Now Hayes. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the Natural gets it to go. The Natural's got 42 in the game.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Shoots over Kuminga. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou. And this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster. And I'm excited for their future.
Richardson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DiVincenzo. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about Dante coming up and bringing his own inferno?
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And here's Daniels. Outside for Lewis. Fires the three. Watch left. 5 on the clock. And again, New Orleans has no luck. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
And talking about Dante DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop, Greg. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with him.
Marshall can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Lewis outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. And again, no good by New Orleans. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. And the natural gets it to go.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Marshall. It doesn't go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's to Angelo. And the layup's good off the glass. The Naturals got 10 points in the quarter.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's to Angelo. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes it to Marshall. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And here are the Pelicans now. Lewis kicks to Marshall. Now the pass to Daniels. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh, man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would be great. And there's a city in the Pacific Northwest that deserves a team, and I think you know where I'm talking about. Seattle.
Here's Lewis. Richardson outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Now Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D guy, and that 3 comes first, so he's going to let it rip.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. D'Angelo, the pass to Payton. Here's the natural. Lewis covering. And another basket for Golden State.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Lewis, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Here's Looney. It's rebounded by Hayes.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The Pelicans shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Pass to Nance. Kicks to Richardson. Dishes it to Lewis. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Richardson, no luck.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Inside, here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
DiVincenzo's gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. Lewis passes to Hayes. Here is Daniels. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Payton. Here's to Angelo, and he drops it in from the low post. The Natural's got 56 points in the game.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Oh, and there's the alley, and Hayes throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's to Angelo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Manu Ginobili recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
D'Angelo, the pass to Moody. Here's the natural. Lewis covering. Here's to Angelo. Connects again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Richardson outside. Back to Lewis.
Ball. Hey, ball.
Now the dish to Nance. The feed to Richardson.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Here's to Angelo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection? And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
The Pelicans shooting 40% from the field. Richardson outside. Back to Lewis. He dishes it to Hayes. Knocks it loose and stolen by Payton. Moody the pass to D'Angelo. Now here's Moody. Pass to the natural. Shoots the three. And going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's the natural, covered by Hayes, and the basket is good. 66 points for the natural.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Richardson gets a wide open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Warriors shooting 71%. All in all in this one, they've been brilliant offensively. Passes to Moody. Here's the natural. Iguodala with it, covered by Hayes. Here's to Angelo. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. 68 points for the natural.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Richardson outside. There's the pass to Marshall. Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Driving the lane. And good. There's another.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. On offense, here are the Pelicans. Lewis passes to Marshall. And Nance kicks to Richardson. Off target from outside. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Nationals.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Richardson outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Shooting for the Marlins.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Josh Richardson, continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the two-guard spot.
Marshall inside the three-point line. The Warriors pull it in.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Lewis, defended by Looney. And here's Marshall from the arc. That one's not going to go. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.